Welcome to Contemporary Black Voices, where we take the most pressing issues facing the Black community and we bring them to light. Today, you'll see me with the African Guard, and we're talking today about Kwanzaa. I have with me my guest host, the lovely Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell, and we have Mariel Solless. And today we have a guest, which is Brother Andar May.
Yes, sir.
And again, as I was saying before, we're here to talk about the Kwanzaa market and the meaning of Kwanzaa and those types of things. So welcome, Brother Andar.
Well, thank you as always for inviting me to and being here with y'all. Just amazing people.
Well, we're probably amazing off camera, but on camera, we're very...
You speak for yourself, please.
Anyway, tell us about what I'd like to do for this show is to be able to talk about the market, and then we can talk about the meaning behind Kwanzaa and the different things like that. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell us about the market.
Well, this year, on December the 6th, we'll be hosting our 16th annual Kwanzaa Market Festival. It is really an opportunity for the community to come together and, of course, celebrate, well, get prepared to celebrate Kwanzaa, because we'll talk about later. Kwanzaa actually began December the 26th. It's a 7-day celebration to January 1st. But with the Kwanzaa Market Festival, our intent was that we could bring the community together. We could share this wonderful opportunity, of course, to enjoy the entertainment, the food, the vendors. But it's to create unity within the community and then to create a space where we can buy and support entrepreneurs, especially African Americans, because this time of year we are aware that we're going to buy gifts, we're going to spend money, and what we wanted to do is create a space where we can come in and say, let's support these people within our community, these local people, but at the same time we wanted where we could invite people to learn about Kwanzaa, the meaning of Kwanzaa, how to celebrate Kwanzaa, and that way they could be prepared December the 26th to kick off with the celebration of Kwanzaa. So over the 16 years, it have grown here in San Antonio. It started off with a small group of us, but this year we're really looking forward to it. We have estimated 35 to 40 vendors. We have some amazing entertainment. Some people, of course, I know y'all familiar with Billy Ray Shepard.
He's going to be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Our poet laureate, Vocab.
Okay.
We have, of course, Zade, who is an R&B group. Zade, the R&B group. And then we have, of course, our drummers. We have Tebow, Gonzalez, Milton Wilson. And we have the Liberation Academy, which is some young people who are going to be singing, but we have amazing entertainment.
Sure.
So we're saying, look here, come out and enjoy this entertainment, shop, and then we have food vendors. Of course, we have Tris.
Please
African dishes.
Please let us
then
know
we
about
have
the food.
Jamaican
We all
food.
want to eat.
Yeah, so it's really going to be a great time. But what we really do is that we create a space where we can come together, again, as a family and community, learn about Kwanzaa, prepare to celebrate Kwanzaa, but at the same time, start getting in the spirit now of being with each other and enjoying, the atmosphere.
Can you tell us anything about any of the vendors that are going to be there? What kind of stuff will you be able to buy, different things like that?
Oh, we're going to be able to buy that shirt right there. But the idea, no. We have of course, we're selling books. We have arts and crafts. We have jewelry. We have, actually, you think about it, you got body shea butter, oils, natural health healing products.
Okay. Is this a family event or?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So the young kids, you got something for them as well as the older folks as well.
Now, excellent question, because what we wanted to do was create a family atmosphere. And we have some arts and crafts, some things that the young people can come in, learn about Kwanzaa, and at the same time they can engage and make little bracelets, and color pages and other things like that. But we wanted to make sure that we get the young people involved. So we're going to have actually some young people that's going to be volunteering to help out at the market. So it really is a family gathering.
Before I get to and let my other two hosts be able to ask some questions, to me, we have an opportunity right now with what's going on in our country to be able to start looking back and being able to do for ourselves.
Right.
And we can't reimagine Black Wall Street without knowing that we have vendors, we have individuals that they were buying from each other. That's how they were able to survive, is buying from each other.
Yeah.
And to me, this is going to start with the Kwanzaa market.
And I think that's a great position to look and go from, because throughout the year, because our organization is the Pan-African Cultural Community, we have various festivals. Of course, our big one is the Kwanzaa Market Festival, and then in May, we have the Pan-African Festival. At both of those events, we want to create a space, as you're saying, is we want to make sure that the community know that these people in our community are creating these great products. They have these services to offer, and we should support them. Not just on those days, but throughout the year.
No question.
And that's what we want to promote. So the idea of Black Wall Street, we have to begin somewhere. And if we can begin first by making people aware that these people are here in the city offering these, again, products and services, and then inviting them to be conscious throughout the year of supporting them.
It's a process of trying to reprogram us as Black people, because we get used to going to buying the white gifts, the white stuff, and going to the white merchants and the different things like that. Mm-hmm. And we really get into that. I think what the Kwanzaa market begins to do is to get you to start thinking about Black, how to educate your Black family, because it's all about the education.
You're probably aware that, in Kwanzaa, they have 7 principles, but one of the principles is Ujamaa, cooperative economics, and that's the sharing of wealth, sharing of resources, and it's the opportunity to support businesses within our family and community. So what we're trying to do is lay down the foundation of the practice of this principle, because the saying is practice make perfect. Mm-hmm. So if we start to practice this and incorporate it within our heads and hearts and actually make a conscious effort throughout the year. That was, I think, Jawanza Kajufu, he's ancestor now, but he had written in his book about Black economics, saying that if we just, as a community, made a conscious effort to spend 10% of our income with Black entrepreneurs, businesses, we could create probably over 1 million jobs.
Sure.
But the idea is that we have to start somewhere, and what you're saying, I think, is important.
One thing that comes to my mind when you talk about a community event like this is all the negativity out there that the media prefers to cover. So-and-so got shot over on Commerce Street, somebody got shot, blah, blah. I mean, hours and hours of that kind of stuff. And then when they should be reporting on stuff that has a positive impact,
yes, sir,
you can't find them sometimes. And so I think that doing what you're doing helps to give that presentation of that positive atmosphere that may not ordinarily be there.
And that's a great point, because I think that's what we need. Sometimes, and that's why it's important to use our local resources. I'm talking about as media. Of course, we definitely want to use, what Black Video News Network and Brother Carl. So we advertise through the newspaper to get the word out, to tell our story. And of course, we got WSAN helping out Brother Ron Gordon. What I'm saying is that often we have to use our own media outlets to tell our own story and to lift up the positive stories, because you're right. In the society we live in today, so much is negative, even when it comes, of course, telling our story. But we must empower ourselves to tell our own story, meaning that if they won't tell it right, then we have to use the outlets that we have to tell that story right and to uplift. So you're right. I think the Kwanzaa Market Festival is a beautiful event. It has been over the many years, where you really see a lot of positive interaction. It's an opportunity to network and get to know people. So we try to create that family atmosphere that's very positive. And in order to get people out, we have to market and advertise that.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, that's the paper it's in, Black Lives Texas. Working on that. And by the way, that's in the paper now. Here it is right here. Giving you the details of where this is going to be.
Can they get a close-up of that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
This is where it's going to be. It's going to be at the Carver
It's
No.
going to be at Second Baptist Community Center.
You know, they're building over there.
Next to the car.
Yes, next,
Right.
yes,
Okay,
next to
that's
the car.
where I was confused at.
Yes.
'Cause usually you have it at the car, but they're
Yeah,
doing
but the
it.
Pan African Festival, we have
yeah,
it
they're
at the
doing it
car.
right away. Hey, we're going to be right back. We're going to talk about the Kwanzaa, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa when we come back. And we're also going to let the lovely Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell talk as well. She can talk. And we'll be right
Yeah, I
back.
was wondering about that.
We'll be right back.